G'day everyone. I've got my two big boys with me here today, Gus and Griffin, and the rain's cleared up. Beautiful sunny afternoon, so I'm going to try and finish off that pool area. Go down, get some bark out of the pile that the landlord's just got sitting in the paddock, and then we'll bring that up, put it in the garden. Hopefully we can finish it off.
Just you watch, we're sowing the seeds for greatness.
It's not itchy grub, what is it?
Molly grub.
Molly grub.
This is the big pile of mulch down in the paddock from months ago when the landlord just put some old trees through the wood chipper. They've sat down here and broke up a bit and they're perfect for the garden now. Going to take it back up to the pool area and use it to make it pretty.
Griffin, participate. There you go.
Been done yet?
Diesel, that's for birds.
Look at that big black and white bird, isn't it beautiful?
Tweet, tweet. Tweet, tweet. I'm a bird. Rat bag.
We're just going to put some more bark in that, or mulch in that corner, up against the wall there behind the rocks, and then put some weed mat down in this corner and put mulch on top of that. Finish this corner off, and then we're pretty well done. I just got to finish fixing up the fountain then, and that'll be everything. Hello my big bird. Nearly done. Got all the garden done. All the bark and mulch is in there. My plants are placed where I want them. Because we only rent and we move around, I keep my plants in their pots or tubs. Most of them I plant some, like I planted the Hippeastrums. I planted the Hippeastrums here, and I have planted plants around the yard. But a lot of them I keep in pots because I can split them apart and turn them into more plants and grow more, and if I ever need to I can sell them. So that's the main reason I keep them in pots. So it's looking pretty good. Just got to finish hosing off the pavers, and then I'll have a look at this fountain and get the fountain going. I can't wait to show you what that's going to be like. This is my homemade fountain. First of all, on the top here, we've got an old brass, I think it's brass, copper, brass. Old brass shower head, nice big fat one. I've had that in the shed for a long time. I think I originally got it off my uncle when I helped him move house. I said I liked the look of it and he said I could have it. So I just had it sitting in the shed for a long time. And next, I've just got a little plastic fuel funnel, a gas funnel for putting fuel in the mower that I chopped off just to slow down the rate of the water when it goes back down the centre hole. In the centre, I've just got a plastic pipe riser, and then this part, the main bit, is just the big dish. That's actually an old satellite dish. I picked that up from the dump, which is just like a dump yard, which is just like a junkyard, sorry, I think. I'm not sure if it's called dumps anything different in America or anywhere else across the world, but here it's just the dump where you can go and dump your old stuff, and it just goes into landfill, and some of them keep a little bit that's any good to the side, and you can buy it if you want. So I bought that for like $5, I think, a couple of years ago, and it's been sitting around waiting for a use, and it's finally got the perfect use. Then you can see there it was just an old satellite dish, so it works out perfect. It's got that hole in the centre for me. It's just an old big tub, a really big pot that I picked up from the dump as well, and they didn't even charge me for it because it had all cracks in it, but I knew it'd be what I wanted, so I brought it home and I got some Celastic, which is just this stuff here, and it's a sealant, so they use it on roofs and gutters and that sort of thing to seal the water out.
Around bathtubs too.
Yeah, around bathtubs, all that sort of thing, just a silicone. It's like a tube full of liquidy type plastic really, and you squeeze it on, comes out like glue, and then it dries, takes about a day to dry properly, and it worked out really good because I got that on just in time before all the rain, and then it's filled up from the rain. So I'll take a bit of this water out. Oh, so many things in this pool area have actually just come from landfill, dumps, junkyards, and cost either nothing or next to nothing. This massive big bush here, the bird of paradise plant, I picked that up, nearly a year ago? A bit over a year ago. And it was from the green waste pile, just where someone had dug it out their garden and dumped it. So I brought it home in the trailer, dug a big hole, threw it in the ground here, and it turned into that. So that cost me nothing. Someone else had thrown it out of their garden, and it's a magnificent bush. I love that plant. It gets really beautiful big orange flowers on it. So nearly this whole corner over here, including the fountain and most of the plants, actually just came from other people throwing things away, and I collected them.
As a hoarder does.
What? Did you say hoarder? Look how beautiful it is. Don't you like me being a hoarder? Tell her, R. Conklin. Tell her in comments. One man's trash is another man's treasure. I just like to think a lot of things are treasures. These things have definitely turned out to be treasures though. They're going to be good. You wait until I turn this fountain on, baby. Okay, that's about enough water out. Faron, catch. And lastly, this is my submersible pump. This came from the junkyard as well. I brought it home, it didn't have the pipe on it, and when I first plugged it in, it cut all the power out. It killed the safety switch, so that it was shorting out, it was getting water in it. So again, I just smothered it with Celastic, and that sealed it all up. That stopped water getting in from where the wires are. Sounds a bit dangerous, but that's a chance you take. It didn't liven me up, it only killed the safety switch in the house, so it was all good. And as soon as it did that, I didn't plug it in again until I'd sealed it all up with Celastic, tried it, and it worked. So that's my submersible pump. That didn't cost anything either. The only thing out of all that that cost anything was this pipe. I had to buy this pipe. And that pipe cost $500.
No, it didn't.
So now I've shown you all the parts to it, I'll put it back together. You mean the world to me, wide open spaces, coastal places, from the bush and to the sea. Love you, Brisbane. That's why I first bought this home, because I love the old sign on it. That was on the Channel 9 satellite dishes in Brisbane in about the 80s.
At Mount Cootha.
Mount Cootha. So it's got sentimental value to me. It's a little bit of nostalgia from the local area. Brisbane's the capital of Queensland, the state we live in. And when I was growing up, there used to be an ad campaign with this on it, Love You Brisbane. So that's why I bought it home originally, and I don't think I'm even going to paint it for the fountain. I'm going to leave it like that, just so it's got a little bit of a unique feature to it.
Put your funnel in.
Now the only purpose that funnel serves is the water was running down the centre hole too quick, going back in too fast. I wanted a little bit of water to sit in the bowl so it makes that splashy sound. So I just took that little funnel, cut it out, put it on there, and that slows the water flow down. There's the shower head. Let's plug it in and see what happens. So all of this stuff really was on a budget. It's just stuff I've collected over the last year from either thrift shops, dumps, junkyards, all that type of thing for next to nothing. And now I'm finally putting it all together and making use of it. So I'm about to plug this in, and when I plug it in, the rope light should come on, the outside light should come on, and the fountain should start. Or I'll light up. And either way, it should be good video content. It'll either go viral from Australian man electrocutes himself in the garden, or maybe it'll be a good video with a nice fountain. Ready?
Move, Diesel.
Diesel, come on.
Steady. Go. Woohoo! Outside light, fountain, rope light. That's pretty well perfect. That's exactly what I wanted out of that fountain. With that submersible pump, it sucks from the bottom water, pushes it up the pipe, out the shower head, lands in the dish, drains back slowly, and just starts all over again. Just keeps recirculating. If I took this funnel out, see, it empties too quick. I mean, it's still alright, but with the fountain, I wanted that noise, the water running on itself. So with the funnel there, it just slows it down enough for it to get a little puddle. And that'll just slowly build up over time. It'll get a little bit of bigger puddle, and the pressure of the extra water will push down, and it'll drain back down, so it'll never overfill. It'll always just recirculate now. That's perfect. I made a homemade fountain. Let me know in comments what you think. I'm really happy with it. I think it came out really nice. Thanks very much for watching the whole setup on how to make an Oasis on a budget. The sand did cost a little bit, but I needed that for a good base for the pool and the pavers. And the pavers were already in the yard. They were just an old pile the landlord had here, he said I could use. So it was important that I spent a little bit of money on the sand. And then the pool we've been able to pay off. It's like lay-by, it's after pay, and we've already nearly paid that off, so that's good. And the rest has just all been hard work and time, and a couple of bucks for just little bits and pieces. So I'm really happy with everything. and I can't wait to enjoy this pool area now. Thanks very much. Don't forget, take time for the simple joys. Cherish your friends, your family, all those little things that make you happy in life. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell if you want to see more. And we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye. Today is a gift, tomorrow's a mystery.
It's cold, but who cares?
Woohoo! Baby!
Woohoo!
See you, water rats.
I should be doing more.